Well, welcome to Imagine That, our weekly music comedy news show here at 7 o'clock, usually 7-ish. We go by hippie time. This week also was kind of special. We had the Colts play the Bears, my two favorite teams, so I had to kind of watch and keep what the score was there toward the end. But thank you for following our music comedy news page on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Try to follow all of them. I appreciate it. We try to do different things on different pages and all that fun stuff. This is definitely our motto, why we bring this to you. We believe music is the best medicine for y'all. And with all the crazy stuff going on, I'm telling you, it's something great you can turn to and have a better feeling about life on stuff. So we're here at the wonderful Haddonfield Ranch that we got. Man, it's the start of October. This is one of our favorite months, obviously, for us adult folks that don't have really Christmas anymore. It's kind of like our little fun month. So we'll always usually have some little Halloween things going on this month. That's kind of a cool thing, too. And as you can tell, we're one person shy a little bit today. So usually, when the going gets tough, me and Kyle get going. So it's definitely, you got me, Imagine Mike, appreciate that. You got Kyle, Showbiz Pizza, Kyle Keller there.
Martin your mama.
Yeah, he's basically my Jack Black that came into my music store when I owned him everywhere in the Midwest, and he never left. So he's still here. So we just decided, since we're pathetic individuals, we just thought we'd go ahead and do a show. Talk about all the fun times and experiences we've had in music, the people we've got to meet over the years. I get to write for some newspapers about some things that reviewed a lot of shows. Just a lot of fun we can talk about. Normally we're going to talk a lot about concerts, and we do talk about the new releases and stuff. We got some new releases stuff to talk about today, but obviously with the pandemic, the concert thing is just not really there like we want. We would have probably went to a lot of shows this summer, reviewed them, had pictures for you, stuff like that, and we'll be doing that down the road, hopefully, when things get a little bit back to normal. So you also got Tina, the boss lady over there. She's over manning the machines. So kind of get kicking here a little bit.
Yeah.
We always have a kind of a lineup of things we do. We always have a giveaway. You guys probably follow that on the page. Make your little comment about the best t-shirt you'd be buried dead in. If you were going to be buried with a shirt, every week we'll have a little trivia thing and give some stuff away, especially with Christmas coming up and things. And we're going to have a really killer Halloween basket and stuff toward the end of the month that we're going to be doing. So we'll do that. But basically we usually talk about the t-shirts we usually kind of pimp out for the show. We do a listen here, Kyle's Corner. We do a Music Geek segment. This week's going to be Alice in Chains, because this is kind of a special week with Stone Temple Pilots and Alice in Chains. Both the Dirt and Core albums coming out at the same time. That really was a real important time in music. Yeah, same day, everything. And it was just that time in music that was really flowing. I'm blessed to have lived and experienced that time, because it's one of the greatest in music history. So we got that. So we got the Alice in Chains, Dirt versus Stone Temple Pilots Core this week. Some little facts and stuff about that. It's pretty interesting, since that's a big time this week with those albums coming out. We'll go through some new releases and some new albums and stuff coming out. And then this week we do the top 10 live performances. That's anything you've seen on video, anything you've seen live performances, period. If you guys got any of that stuff you want to share on there, go ahead and do it. We love to read that as we can through the show. Definitely, like we said, we had some giveaways this week, mainly from a new person I'm really hyped about, Jewelry by Cass. That's Cassidy. She's got some great stuff. You gotta look on her page, especially you guys, man. During the holidays, you want to get something kind of nice. Maybe not just crazy diamonds and stuff. This is stuff that all the women love. The girls here seem to really like it. She'll be helping us out with some stuff. We got Scooters. Scooters has been helping us out now. They got some shirts and stuff for them to give away. And we had a shirt from Underdog Tattoo. The jewelry by Cass. all that stuff is on the page, the picture. So go ahead and add your comments and try to win some free shit. So that'll help out. So, all right. Oh yeah, man. You always get the. I did not put this in the picture, man, and I had so many people.
Yeah, whatever.
Comment saying, do we still get the half naked picture of Kyle? You definitely get that. He autographed those for everybody. These are getting big, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kyle's got more money than Bill Gates. He tries to hide it.
If I had more money than Bill Gates, I wouldn't fucking be here.
He comes out with the smelly candles, you know, and all that stuff, like Gwyneth Paltrow, and you know, he hides his money well. So
yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Well, so let's get into the t-shirts. You know, obviously this is a killer one. Kyle almost wins every week. So
yeah, I got this at a convention a few years back. It's my Season of the Witch t-shirt with the 3 masks on there, and underrated fucking movie. Great movie.
Yeah, it's a killer movie. So I think we got the 1 year anniversary coming up right before Halloween.
Yeah.
We'll have that big basket and stuff, and I think we'll do like maybe the top 10 horror movies of our, you know, that we like, and maybe we'll recreate our first show and try to do our very first show was the greatest rock groups of all time.
No, the very first show was favorite bands.
Yeah, well, I guess favorite bands, I guess. So
yeah,
kind of the same thing, but with our touch on them, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might have to do that. That'll be a killer time. Next week also, real cool. Darren Jester will be here from Surreal. We're gonna kind of do a special show with him. He's got a lot of wealth of knowledge from playing the gigs all over the place, and then kind of living the music scene. So he's gonna come in and he's gonna do his own verses and his own top 10 lists, and we're gonna kind of fall in behind his picks for that. So we'll put that on the page here in a few days. That'll be kind of fun. Mm-hmm. So
hey to Tim, Ralph, Gilbol, Aaron, and Angelo was on earlier.
Yeah, cool, man. So, well, thanks for watching, guys. I mean, join in.
Are we done? I can get the fuck out of here.
What?
It sounded like we were done. I can leave.
Yeah, I know. I think Tina's about that way over there. It's kind of a lazy, lackadaisical day. At least, like, you know, it's kind of cool to see the football guys play and stuff like that. So that was kind of cool.
Guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Colts and the Bears, man, they're my favorite, man.
I
always get into that when they play each other. It's pretty cool. So, all right. Well, there's pretty much t-shirts. I had the Colts shirt on. Tina's got one of the old bluesy Hendrix shirts of mine on. That's kind of cool. You don't see that out very often. So listen here, man. So what did you try to check out today so much?
Yeah, I've been on a big Black Crowes kick still.
Oh, you're still, yeah.
So just some Black Crowes stuff. I think I listened to the 4th record today, and that's pretty much what I've been doing, except for what you've been playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I always try to listen to some of the stuff that's kind of up in history and stuff right now. So, I mean, I listened to AIC-Dirt today. I listened to Stone Temple Pilot Core today. That was kind of cool since it's such a big thing this week, you know.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. That's what we kind of jammed out to. Also, if you guys hadn't watched it last week, the Beastie Boys released that Bonnaroo concert. It's the last concert they ever did in 2009. It is incredible. Well worth your time to put that on YouTube and watch that. I always kick that on my TV, and man, I watch a lot of concerts now from YouTube, and that's a damn good one. So check that out.
Lily Corn Craig is on this at a point.
Oh yeah, heck, man, welcome aboard. So maybe we can get Adam on here once in a while. We'll have some more fun with that.
Yeah.
All right, well, you might as well get into the Kyle Corner. This is pretty much where we give Kyle his 2 minutes to share all the crazy stuff he owns that you wish you did usually.
Yeah.
So
I went kind of lazy this week because I'm fucking tired and all this bullshit. So I went with my collector's edition of Army of Darkness. This has 3 discs. All of them have different cuts of the movie on it. It has the original cut, the director's cut, and the TV version. Really good set. If you're into the Evil Dead series, I suggest picking it up. It's a Shout Factory 2015 release, I think. And I got this off Amazon. They only had a few copies left. Really good movie. Soundtrack got re-released for Record Store Day. I wish I'd grabbed that or been able to. And that's Kyle's Corner this week.
that's pretty easy. It's always nice to contribute to Halloween stuff there, Kyle. So it's not bad. All right. Next, we're going to do the Music Geek segment. We kind of do every week. We kind of try to find some interesting facts and stuff you might not know about. This week it's Alice in Chains. So I did my due diligence. I can't
Due
say
diligence. God damn, haven't you graduated high school?
I know. I talk too fast. I get tongue-tied sometimes. But some of the stuff I found out about the Alice in Chains and a little bit mainly toward the Dirt era, since we're talking about that so heavy this week. The 1992 LA riots had an effect on the album. They were actually recording it right when that happened. So definitely maybe channeled some of the darkness.
Yeah.
Such a dark album. So
I remember, I haven't read the biography that came out on them by Craig Prado, but I think I watched like a documentary or something, and they talked about the recording during the LA riots.
Yeah, that was crazy times. Lane played guitar. He wrote "Hate to Feel" and "Angry Chair," the 2 songs off that album. And he actually played guitar, and that's something you don't hear about too often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alice in Chains' first album with the new singer William Duvall, "Black Gives Away to Blue," was released 17 years ago to the day that Dirt was released. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Slayer frontman Tom provided vocals on the track Iron Garland. And the funny thing is, everyone hated the song, and he went ahead and put it on the album, but they promised they'd never play it again because they didn't like it. So maybe that's why we don't hear about that too often. The song "Wood" is a tribute to Andrew Wood of Mother Love Bone. It's kind of interesting. It's funny how those guys are all tied together in some regard. Facelift was the most popular grunge album. It was the first one to hit the Billboard charts at 42. So before the Pearl Jams and everybody else did, Alice in Chains kind of hit the charts first. Man in the Box was inspired by Bon Jovi "Living on the Prairie." Did you get that? It's because that distorted voice they're using, that wah 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 wah.
Yeah.
That's what I read in an article over the weekend here. The Dirt cover is actually Mike Starr. He's basically had plastic over his face for dirt and some water in a pool. And all the band members took pictures of themselves like that, but they liked his the best, so they put that on the cover. That was interesting. Jerry Cantrell's first album he ever bought or received was Elton John's Greatest Hits. It's kind of a weird influence. Lane actually joined the music scene as a drummer. He played with some glam bands as a teenager. One was called Sleeves, where they dressed up in drag. After that, they changed the name and became Alice in Chains. So that's a different kind of twist there, isn't it? So, Jerry and Lane actually met and played in a funk band together before Alice in Chains too. This is interesting. Before settling on a band name, when Lane started Mad Season, his little side project, it was called the Gacy Bunch. Yeah, after
John
Wayne Gacy. Mad Season is a time of year where shrooms bloom, so they took the name from that. So, yeah. An interesting little tidbit that had a connection between Alice in Chains and Stone Temple. Stone Temple was supposed to actually open for Kiss in '96, but
Alice in Chains. Most of that link.
Yes. So Scott Weiland ended up having his drug problem.
Yeah.
And then Lane Stanley and them came in and did the leg of the tour with Kiss instead. And on the very last show with Kiss and Alice in Chains, Lane Stanley overdosed.
Oh.
Now, he didn't die, but he overdosed, and that was kind of the end of that. And basically, that was the last time that they ever even played together. Mm-hmm. After that, he died, a little bit down the road after that. So.
I remember hearing it, like, the first gig they played on that leg.
Yeah.
For some reason, Jerry went into the riff for Rock and Roll All Night, and the Kiss fans didn't appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It says Lane Stanley died exactly 8 years to the day Kurt Cobain died.
Yeah.
They had a lot of people write a lot of songs and stuff in tribute to that. Even the guys from Metallica said Death Magnetic was written about Lane's death, basically. And MTV Unplugged, which is one of the most incredible unplugs ever done.
Yeah.
That was the second to last show that Lane played. For
the Metallica guys were in the front row for that.
Were they? Yeah.
That's why on MySpace you wrote that thing, friends don't let friends get friends haircuts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember that now. I forgot all about that. So there's a little cool tidbits about, that's the Music Geek segment of the week on that. So we're kind of going into this show's going to be kicking along today, I think.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, well, Jackie's not here, so, we have a word in edgewise usually,
yeah.
So. All right. Alice in Chains Dirt versus Stone Temple Pilots Core. The cool thing about this, I actually lived and worked in the Post Road in Washington, Karma Records during this.
You lived in the Post Road?
I basically lived in that store, yes. It was such a busy store. Me and the other guy that ran the place, I don't think anybody's ever did sales numbers like we ever did again in history. Because it was just that time, music was big, it was really happening. And
so you hear that, Jimmy? You suck.
Oh man, yeah, that was Muncie and Post Road Store, probably the two coolest Karmas. Anderson was really cool too, but
Anderson, if I remember right, had this excellent T-shirt.
Oh yeah,
section.
Yeah, Michelle ran that place and had all that stuff.
Yeah.
She was really good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, these both albums came out on September 29th, 92. Core was number 3 on the Billboard charts. Dirt was number 6 at one time. And surprisingly, Core is 8 times platinum and Dirt's only 4 times platinum. They're both the best-selling albums by far for each band. That's something. Of course, Corey had Sex Type Thing, Plush, Creep. Those were real big. Dirt, Wood, Them Bones, Angry Chair, Rooster, Down in a Hole. Those were so big. Core was only recorded in 5 weeks. That's interesting. They did win a Grammy for Plush for the best hard rock performance.
And I believe that's the only Grammy they ever won.
Yep, it is the only Grammy they ever won. And they did win the MTV Award for Best New Artist that year too. That's pretty something. You kind of get 2 vibes on 2 different albums here. So the more we talked about this, the more we realized that Alice in Chains Dirt is a very depressing kind of album. It has kind of a certain mode to it.
Yeah.
And Stone Temple's more of a lively album, more rock and kind of tap your foot album, stuff like that. I was really surprised that Core sold way more than Dirt. So I mean, we were listening to them earlier and we're like, oh gosh, Dirt's so depressing, this, that, and other. Kind of like Stained or somebody is.
Don't
no, I know, but man, every time you listen to them, they got a lot of depressing stuff. I love like in Dead and Bloated and stuff like that, where Scott Weiland would use the megaphone, stuff like that. It was kind of new, kind of cutting edge on that kind of stuff. When I was there at Post Road, I remember making a display for Core and everything and listening to it. And I'm going to repeat what I read a lot in a lot of articles was they mimicked Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains, and that was the vibe right then because of grunge music being so popular.
Yeah.
I think they got a lot more, branched out a lot more after the next few albums. Core's pretty much just a basic rockish album, and Dirt moved me a lot more, and they were such important people to me. I got to meet these guys from Alice in Chains. They were just great guys. So I mean, personally, me, Dirt's my favorite album out of the two, but man, I love Stone Temple Pilot too. I guess if I was more wanted to tap my foot and bang my head a little bit, I'd probably put Stone Temple in first. So they both kind of have their merit in different ways.
Yeah, they do.
So,
well, my vote is for Dirt. Just from start to finish, that record is excellent. But even if that record only had my favorite Alice in Chains song on it, Rain When I Die, I'd still vote for that. Even if it just had that song on it.
You know what, really, if you think about it, Alice in Chains, Facelift is a lot more like Core than Dirt and Core because just because it came out the same day. Because that album was more hard rocking, more bang your head kind of album than Dirt was. So and it's kind of the same way. Core is kind of that tap your foot hard rocking stuff, and then they progressed into better, music and branched out a lot more. So I think that's a lot more similarities in that regard, I guess. So, all right, what are you, Tina? You're on Stone Temple Pilot, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stone Temple Pilots. I like Core better, and I like Alice in Chains, but I like Stone Temple Pilots better.
Yeah.
So I go with Core.
Okay.
Hey, to Roscoe and to Tommy Bertram.
Yeah, Roscoe's got a gig this weekend out there at Roadhouse. So we might go out there and see him after the show or something, or maybe we can go see him, the day before the show and see if what he's up to, if it ain't too busy out there. I know we're still you're a little bit more worried about being around people and stuff yet. So.
Yeah. I'm not French kissing old people yet. But I can't wait until I can go up to my first old fucker and look him in the face.
Now, there you go. If you see Kyle in the corner looking at an old person's face, everything's fine again. It'll be soon to see him concerts and all the fun stuff again.
Yeah.
That'll be our measuring table. That's what we need to have, Kyle.
Yeah.
So that'll be our new picture we can give out.
Me looking at an old person?
Yeah, man.
Well, it's not hard to find one around here. I can just like,
yeah, thanks. I was telling Kyle earlier today too, and a few days ago that we had to put out a kind of one of those things from the police to get Dave Mustaine away from us because he's been following us a lot here lately.
Figure out what you're gonna take, okay?
So I hired Kyle as my bodyguard now. So if you see us out and about together, you know, you got to kind of be careful because he actually is taking Kung Fu and is a black belt. And sometimes he gets a little edgy on things. I don't want anybody to get hurt, you know. I'm telling you. So.
Yeah. Anything else?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get you to liven up a little bit.
Well, I'm fucking tired. And
Hey,
Jackie's always.
show must go on. It's always consistency. I always tell you that consistency.
It's consistency, not quality.
Yeah, I know. So, alright. So there we go. This is cool. We got some new music coming out. And then we'll do the top 10 live performances and we'll be done. It goes way quicker when Jackie's not here. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know. You know.
Yeah.
All right. There's some neat, cool music. We're coming into the fourth quarter. Basically, that's Christmas time in the music biz, so everybody puts out a lot of stuff. That's always a great thing for all of us. You had Record Store Day with a lot of cool
the
stuff.
The fourth quarter of the year is actually Christmas. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's some business stuff, you know. I'm just trying to share.
Yeah.
You know, I try to teach you something every week, you know, so.
But we still got one more record. The Record Store Day drop to go.
Yeah, it's end of the month there, isn't it?
The 22nd, I believe.
Something like that toward the end of the month there. So they had some good stuff this last time around, I'll tell you.
Yeah, fucking pissed me off.
I know, man. It's kind of hard to get some of it. Well, some of the top sellers and some new albums getting ready to come out. I don't really, I put every one of these down. I mean, I'm not, you know, just because it's not our style, I'm still going to say some of this stuff. Because Kyle just got in the mail this week. He got the Dolly Parton Holly Dolly Christmas album. That's the #1 album on Amazon.
What the fuck?
Dolly Parton Christmas. Next one, you know, we're still on Halloween. This should be like taboo here, man. Carrie Underwood, My Gift Christmas album. That's #1 and 2 albums. And that's just crazy, man. We're not even through Halloween. Some of the other ones come out. Queen Live Around the World. That's a new live album, live concert DVD that they have with the.
I assume Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert, yeah. So there's a good thing on Netflix about them that I watched. It was really impressive. So, of course, you got Bon Jovi has a new one, 2020. That's high up in the charts.
Yeah, and our Post Road Karma got a few signed copies of the CD.
Yeah, I saw where you sent that to Jennifer. That was really nice of you to get that to her. I mean, a lot of these guys are doing that now where they are autographing a bunch of CDs and stuff to the independent music stores, you know.
Yeah, they got a few of that Taylor Swift album too.
Yeah.
She signed hers. I couldn't believe that thing had a parental advisory sticker on it. What's she gonna say? Poopy?
Something, maybe beat up or bury a boyfriend or something, I guess. So
back in my day, you had to say something horrible to get a parental advisory sticker.
yeah, where's the 2 Live Crews anymore these days, man? Where you knew you were going to have something really, really dirty and it was going to just tick off a lot of people at church.
When the Crow guys first heard they were going to have to put that sticker on there, they were like, great, we'll sell more albums.
One thing you always know, Gene Simmons is the mastermind of money making for groups, and he always says, all publicity is good publicity. He's always said that. I always remember him saying that. So he's pretty much right. Next on the list, Ella Fitzgerald had a new Lost Berlin tapes come out, which is doing really well. Mariah Carey Rarities. You got a new Bruce Springsteen, Letters to You, that comes out on the 23rd. Oh man, I'm telling you, the new Deftones. On Us, man, is awesome.
I still haven't.
You need to listen. It's just, I'm a big fan, obviously, but I'm telling you, it is just a killer album. So
I have to be in a certain mood for them.
yeah, I love it. Here you go. This was more your style. Rascal Flatts, 20 Years Greatest Hits.
They've been around for 20 years.
I hate that band. I never liked them. They got this coming out on the 13th. There you go, another Keith Urban, Speed of Now, comes out on the 13th. Here's another one on the 13th. This is interesting. Robert Plant, Digging Deep. This is kind of his big anthology greatest hits package. So it's like a really big little deal for him. Obviously, that'll be something if you're a Plant fan, definitely to have. The Prince Sign of the Times Deluxe Edition thing came out already. That's pretty impressive. About $160, but man, that thing's pretty impressive. Tom Petty, The Wildflowers Deluxe, comes out on the 16th. You had the Roger Waters, Us and Them, that concert and everything. I really want to get that.
Edward's turned in.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wish it would have came out for the Dead Show thing. Blue Oyster Cult has a new one. The Symbol Remains comes out next week. Machine Gun Kelly, Tickets to Downfall comes out the 9th. Devil Driver's up there. It's selling pretty well. Dealing with the Demons. Here you go, Kyle. I put the poster up there for you too. Back up there. Linkin Park Hybrid Theory Deluxe anniversary. That's out next week. Seether's new one. CV Passim or whatever that is. Foreign stuff. Here's one for you. You probably got some words for. Marilyn Manson, We Are Chaos is tailing off the end of the list there. So that's a great album.
It's already come out.
Yeah, I know, but this is the top selling list on the internet.
Yeah.
So I'm just going through the list.
We Are Chaos is very good. I've got my vinyl copy.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Shooter Jennings does a great job on that. I'm impressed. Then on the 23rd, you got the Pearl Jam MTV Unplugged album coming out. That's going to be pretty big. So that's kind of the new stuff coming out. Be prepared. Start saving for that Christmas. It'll be here before you know it. So, all right, man. We got one more segment before we get done here.
Yay! I thought you said we were done.
Top 10 live performances of all time. I think this is just me and you doing this because I don't think Tina did that at all. So.
No, I don't like live albums.
Yeah.
Well, he left it so open-ended that I just did a mixture of all things live.
Well, you and Jackie could pretty much name the list, and then she doesn't come out after you guys kind of determine the top 10. So.
But just to be fair, we've already done live albums before,
Yes,
so
Yeah, we did. This is not just live albums though. This is like live anything that meant something